Rivals Radio.
Welcome back to Rivals Radio with Wally and Dee here on Rivals Broadcast Network.
Well, we are here. The back end of the first round of the Year 2 mock draft. We've seen some big names go. But this is really where things get critical, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Picks 22 through 32. This stretch, this is where, teams either find those key pieces that push them over the top or
they make a pick they're kicking themselves over for years. It's dynasty building time, finding those specific fits.
Exactly. Right. Solidifying contenders, finding cornerstones for the rebuilders. And we've got a lot to cover. Big run on defense coming up, some key offensive picks, and some much-needed protection.
Right. So our mission today, dive into these final 11 picks, not just who got picked, but why. What does it mean for these teams moving into Year 2?
Let's jump right in. Pick 22, kicking off what looks like a defensive theme here. The Kansas City Mob select Corbin Hyde, strong safety, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, this pick makes a ton of sense for the Mob. You look at their defense, they've got talent, but they were missing that versatile safety, a guy who can step up in the box but also handle coverage.
And Hyde fits that mold, a heavy hitter.
He is. Brings that necessary toughness, definitely, but he's also got the range you need back there. He's not just a thumper.
So does adding him change things for them schematically right away, or is this more of a depth piece for now?
Oh, I think it changes things immediately. Bringing in Hyde, it lets them be more flexible. They don't have to rely so much on, those too deep safety looks.
So more single high possibilities.
Exactly. Hyde can handle that responsibility. And that, in turn, frees up their linebackers, lets them blitz more, drop into different zones. It upgrades their flexibility quite a bit. Foundational, sure.
Yeah.
But with instant tactical upside.
Smart. Really smart team building there. Okay, speaking of defense, pick 23. Chicago Football Department, CFD. They grab Howie Muller, outside linebacker from Pitt.
Muller? Okay. Versatile, physical guy. Now, I know you might be thinking, their offense needs some juice too, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Offense definitely needs attention, but I get the philosophy. Defense first.
You do. And CFD clearly wanted more speed, more physicality in that front seven. Muller, he's built to set the edge against the run. Super important in their division, but he can also handle some coverage, like on tight ends.
So not purely a pass rusher then, more of an all-around defender.
Right, he's not going to rack up 15 sacks maybe, but he keeps the defense honest, balanced, a strategic piece.
Makes sense. Still, you wonder about passing on offense there, which takes us right to pick 24. Canton Crush, they desperately needed a weapon, and they get one. Ian Orji, wide receiver, Indiana.
Oh yeah, this was a total no-brainer pick, wasn't it? Had to happen. Crush needed a receiver badly.
Okay, no-brainer might be strong. Yes, he was needed. But Orji, talented, big body, absolutely. But there were questions, about creating separation against press coverage. Are they banking purely on potential here?
Well, I think they're banking on their coach too, right? Nathan Castellon, hot name at offensive coordinator, just got 5,000 yards out of his rookie QB.
Good point. You got to give a coach like that weapons.
Exactly. And Orji gives them a legit WR1 target right now. That big frame, that catch radius.
Yeah.
The QB can trust him, even if he isn't wide open. It lets Castellon open up the playbook vertically. They needed that badly.
That's the difference maker then. The system fit. Giving your rising star OC the tools. Okay, pick 25. Salt Lake Sting select Josh Cook, defensive end from Oklahoma.
The Sting were desperate. I mean, really, really desperate for young talent on that D-line. You can't forget how they got blown out in the playoffs last year, right? 42-21 by the Brawlers.
Yeah, that game exposed them. Their defensive front just ran out of gas.
Completely. So Cook, he's seen as a cornerstone piece. Someone to build around for years.
What kind of DE is he? More speed off the edge or a power guy?
He's more of your power anchor type, but with a really good first step. Explosive off the snap. He's great at setting the edge in the run game, eating up blocks.
Which frees up the linebackers.
Precisely. Especially for a defensive coordinator who likes to blitz that second level. It's a much-needed injection of youth and strength up front for them.
Yeah.
They were relying on older guys too much.
Gotcha. All right, pick 26. St. Louis Rhinos. Talk about the rich getting richer. They add to an already tough defense with Laron Lucky, outside linebacker from Oregon.
Yeah, this is what the Rhinos do, isn't it? Draft for value, enhance what they already do well. Their defense is their identity.
So Lucky adds speed, strength.
Both. Immediate injection of speed and strength. For a unit that lives on creating turnovers, that's huge.
Is it almost a luxury pick, though? Or does he play right away?
No, I see it as a calculated move. He lets them rotate their edge guys more effectively. keep everyone fresh for the fourth quarter, plus he gives them a specialized role player, maybe third downs initially. He can drop into coverage too. That depth just makes a good unit even better, elite potentially.
Deeper and faster. Scary. Okay, let's wrap this segment up. Pick 27, Los Angeles Rainland Lacoby Evans, cornerback, Florida State.
Now this pick, I think, is maybe the biggest win of this whole stretch. The Rain, with their whole empire of football thing,
Yeah.
they fill their biggest need on defense, arguably getting the best corner left on the board. Huge.
A true shutdown corner going to a team that absolutely needed one. Why did he even fall this far? And how does he fit their scheme?
Well, the run on QBs and tackles early probably pushed some defensive talent down, creating value. Evans, he's an incredible athlete. Loves to play press coverage.
Which the Rain love to do, right? Play aggressive man coverage.
Exactly. They want to force quick, contested throws.
Right.
Evans gives them that guy who can just erase one side of the field, instantly raises their defensive ceiling. What a pick for them.
That's how you capitalize on a draft slide. Great end to that defensive run. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Segment 2, we just saw, 7 straight defensive picks? High impact guys? Now, the final 5 picks of the first round, 28 through 32. What are we seeing here? Clutch receivers, maybe? Some O-line help?
Yeah, a bit of both. Starting at 28, Philadelphia Fury grabbed B.J. Burrow, cornerback from LSU, another defensive back.
Right. But this makes sense for Philly. They're built to win now. You've got the league MVP, Nigel Crothers, running the offense. You've got Greg Branch just wrecking shop off the edge.
So the offense is humming, the pass rush is fierce. Why another corner?
Burrow's the missing piece, maybe. His instincts are supposedly off the charts. Reading the QB, jumping routes.
So with a pass rush like theirs, that forces quick throws.
Exactly. You need corners who can capitalize on those pressured, maybe slightly off-target passes. Burrow brings that ball hawking ability, makes a dangerous defense even scarier.
Good point. Okay, pick 29, the Tokoi Riot finally break the defensive streak. They select Dominic Gooden, wide receiver, UCLA.
And this felt like one they had to make, didn't it? Especially after Orji went off the board earlier, they couldn't let Gooden slide past.
No way. They need offensive firepower. Gooden is projected as a guy who could change their offense immediately.
But Tokoi, they're known for that defense, right? Cody Meltzer at middle linebacker is a stud. Is one receiver enough to really transform that offense?
Well, he has to be the catalyst, you know. Gooden's a sharp route runner, can work inside and stretch the field. Just having him out there demands defensive attention.
Which helps the run game, maybe keeps the defense rested.
Exactly. If the offense can sustain drives, score more points, it takes pressure off Meltzer, and that D. Gooden brings that dynamic element, that vertical threat they really lacked. Helps them become more balanced.
Makes sense. All right, pick 30. Back to defense. Oklahoma City natives reload their front 7. Teddy Bedell, outside linebacker from USC.
Yeah, this feels like a solid, almost necessary pick for them. The natives had a great season, want to keep that momentum going. Bedell adds strength to a unit that already has Tony Pearson causing havoc.
Pearson is a beast off the edge, so what does Bedell bring alongside him? Is he another rusher?
He's more of a fantastic pursuit linebacker. Really cleans things up. While Pearson is drawing those double teams, getting the main pressure, Bedell has the speed and, importantly, the discipline to chase down plays, contain scrambling QBs, hold down that backside run integrity.
So more of a compliment than a clone. Depth and rotation, too.
Precisely. Keeps that unit fresh and effective deep into the season. Crucial for another playoff push.
Okay, now we're talking protection. Pick 31. Finally. Albuquerque Dukes prioritized the offensive line, selecting Andrew Smith, center from Texas A&M.
Oh, this wasn't just a preference. This was an absolute must pick for the Dukes. You got to protect the franchise QB, Smokey Smith.
You absolutely do. And they gave up just a ton of sacks last year. Remember that Rivals Cup loss, right? 55-27 to the Brawlers. It was painful to watch. Lost in the trenches.
Completely dismantled. And the center, Andrew Smith here, he's like the quarterback of the offensive line, isn't he? Makes the calls, identifies the blitzes, sets the protection.
So it's not just adding a body, it's adding the brains up front.
Exactly. They're investing in the smarts, the communication of that line. Getting help finally, right there in the middle. Shows they learned from that championship beatdown. Can't let Smokey take those hits again.
A much, much needed pick. Okay, final pick at the first round. The clock hits 0 on pick 32. The New York Nightmare select Ryan Means, strong safety from Notre Dame.
Means. Okay, reports say he's a perfect fit for what they need. A safety who's strong against the run. very specific role.
Yeah, sounds like a real downhill player.
Yeah.
A box safety type. Good way to wrap the round, shoring up that run defense.
It is. And what's really interesting, looking back at this whole stretch, 22 through 32, you see a clear theme, don't you?
Definitely. Heavy focus on defense. Immediate starters. 7 of the 11 picks were DBs or linebacker sends.
It screams strategy. Teams filling immediate critical needs. Not necessarily swinging for the fences on upside, but getting guys who can plug holes now, especially in the secondary and along the defensive front.
Yeah, pure need over maybe best player available sometimes.
Yeah.
Targeted drafting. We also saw those 2 key WRs go off the board, Orji and Gooden, to teams needing that top target.
Right. Filling those specific holes seemed to be the priority late in the first, finding competence you can count on right away.
So let's stick with that last pick for a second. The nightmare take means the run support safety at 32, but they also have the first pick in round 2, pick 33 overall.
Yeah, that's the interesting part, isn't it?
So the question for you, the listener, is what big position did the nightmare maybe pass on at 32, knowing they have 33? What did they skip in round 1, knowing they could grab it immediately to start day 2? Maybe an offensive tackle?
A QB. That's the puzzle. They took a run stopper when some good pass protectors, maybe even a developmental QB were still there. Round 2 often has great value at those premium spots that slipped.
Do they grab that tackle they probably still need? Or
Ah.
maybe take a shot on a QB for the future, a big decision to kick off day 2.
It really is.
Yeah.
Sets up an exciting start to the second round, that's for sure. Those late first round choices have big ripple effects.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the final picks of the first round.
Yeah, it's been great breaking down these moves. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
For listening from Rivals Radio.
It's Rivals Radio.